we won't say no names, has made songs about everybody. You mean his chat GPT did? Please do. Where do we find them? Yeah, you have to send it to me. I'm excited. Because there's no talent. That's chat GPT making those songs and pictures and videos for him and his presentations. No, thank you this morning. I don't know who that was. There's not going to be enough coffee for today. I got to really kick it out today. Oh, no. Yeah. So strange. I mean, the only reason he's on this app is for hate. Doesn't that get old for him? Okay. I'm going to stretch my legs out. Believe it or not, I got the ice pack on my lower part of my back. Because you know when your head goes out, your lower back goes out. But my lower back, I've got exercises for that I can do. I'm supposed to do a cleaning today, but she said I could reschedule for next week. But I'm afraid by next week, I'm hoping to get my injection. So I don't want to, if I'm going to wear it out, I might as well wear it all out. I don't know. I feel like I'm better. I keep getting a little bit of pain in weird times. No, thank you. There were two of them that wanted me to co-host. No, thanks. Now, I'm not going to deny it. There's one person that I want to co-host with because he's so damn funny. I listened to him yesterday morning for a little while I was working, and he had me busting a gut. And that's comedian Cody or comedic Cody. He's pretty funny when he's on live. He's so nice, but yet he can zap you in a heartbeat. I don't know if you know who he is. Now, if he asked me to co-host for a little bit, I would do it. I don't know if I do it. Look, I haven't even brushed my hair today. I did not take off my makeup from yesterday. I literally came home, changed out of my clothes, and went to bed after the ER. What a waste of money, though. Sorta. Me going to the ER did spur a couple things. So I have an appointment today with the orthopedic surgeon. And then she's already set up PT for me. I'm getting a better TINS unit than what I've ever had. And then, so I'll get PT today, a TINS unit. I'm getting some kind of harness that I can attach to a door frame or whatever and pull on my neck and do some certain exercises. So I'm excited about that, believe it or not. And then next week, she wants to put me on the books for an injection, a series of injections. So I'm excited. I just want relief. And again, believe it or not, I don't feel it in my neck, which is so weird. I don't fully feel it in my neck. I do have some discomfort in my neck, but it's in my arm and my shoulder, so. But I did tear a muscle in my shoulder. The muscle will heal. That I do feel like is getting somewhat better, yeah. So dumb. Don't get old, people. Don't do me. Don't do like me. Oh, and I've got a big hump. I thought it was just a fat hump. It's evidently not. It's kyphosis. Or not kyphosis. It's a Dowinger's hump. Isn't that a lovely name? I think kyphosis is in your lower back. So, either way. Need to start taking care of my body. Losing the weight. Just takes time. Good morning, good morning. So, yesterday I was in a live, as everybody knows, listening to it. I did fall asleep during the live, but what the heck? The streets of TikTok are wild. I don't know what to think. I don't know if part of this is our business and part of it isn't. I just feel sorry for people. I just wish the shit would stop and people would take things somewhat off the app. But if people aren't going to be honest, then that's hard to do. Twins mom. Are you a twins mom? I'm sorry. Sorta. Oh, and the dog from the other day is doing really well. Except for yesterday I was at a cleaning client and the child was with the nanny and tumbled down the stairs. 2-year-old, because the nanny let him hold his cup and walk down a flight of wooden stairs, not holding him. They can't pay bills without trying, right? So I wasn't paying attention because I was sort of like tired and falling asleep. Do they put their Cash Apps up? And I gave them, like, I'll send gifts and stuff like that because I kind of wanted to get rid of my gallery in case this app does go down. I'm not losing the gifts that were given to me. And so spread the love. But did they put their Cash Apps up? Did I hear that right? Why would people give them Cash Apps for this shit? It's a horrible way to earn money off the back of people's trauma. Gotcha, Johnny, gotcha. But what a way to earn money or make money off of the back of your trauma? That's scary. And I really like these people, but did I hear them say they put their Cash Apps up? Or they don't put their Cash Apps up. If you want to send money, just, message them privately so you can get their Cash App. What? I heard that and I was like, God damn it, not another. Oops, sorry, I said God damn it. Who cares? Fuck it. I'm not in the mood. I gotta adjust my pillows. But sad. Oh, it is an inside joke, cheeks? Okay, well then, never mind. No judgment then. But judging, not judging. Who am I to say they can't make money off this app? But it's just gives me an icky feeling. When I put my rosary, put her away. On the last bit of it. Icky feelings. Icky feelings. And did I think I woke up around 1 o'clock, and I don't normally watch Smashly anymore just because I don't want to know all the stuff that's going on. And just my personal, not all of it. Stuff that I know about, sure, every now and then I'd like to hear about it. Can we just get some resolution lives? Like they resolved issues. They worked some stuff out. They came to an agreement. Can we get some of that? No. But did I see Miss Bouger in a live talking about this whole subject? Where did she come from? And all that. I guess everybody knows everybody. I guess. Kind of funny. Not really. I don't know if it's any of our business to know about somebody else's child. No. Mr. Ralph, though, you do have a decent picture. Some of these people that want me to co-host or battle with them, their pictures are hysterical and their names are hysterical. Gotta laugh about something or you're gonna cry. But Smash seemed to get off early last night because she got off, and I think that's when I kind of just left the iPad on, rolled over, listening to, actually not rolled over, I'm sleeping sitting up, which really helped. Tried to roll over, went right back to the sitting up. But I fell asleep, so that was kind of early for her to get off. Probably has stuff to do with the kids and stuff now. It's not summertime. I think the last time I was watching her was fully summer. So maybe she stays up later when the kids don't have school or whatever. No. The amount, that name was quite weird. Oh, and I removed a couple mods that I think were, not a couple, but one in particular. So, no, I removed 2 mods. No, 3. But one, I was surprised that she was a mod for me. Let me just say, you gotta check your shit. I don't know how to do all that. I've just started going live. Why can't everybody just behave? And for the most part, I do not block and mute you unless it's really bad or you're truly a troll So if I block you or mute you, you know what my other account is, reach out. Or if you get blocked, because I don't know how that stuff happens. And sometimes I think I hit somebody's name, and I do think I accidentally blocked somebody more than once because they scrolled in and said something and I hit the wrong one. They were probably defending me or saying something to the troll, so I don't know. I'm terrible at modding my own stuff. Terrible. What's for breakfast? Oh, that's why I woke up in the middle of the night. So I'm on the big old pack of steroids. And I woke up last night hungry. And remember the dough cookies that I didn't like? They're supposed to be sugar or almond. I found out they're almond. I mean, if you just want to have fun, perfect. I like the good trolls that just want to have fun. Anyways, I ate 2 of these that were supposedly so bad that I couldn't stand them. I ate them. So the steroids are fully in gear. Because that's what happens when I take steroids. I eat in the middle of the night. I get like a sugar craving and not good food. I want sugar. So I got to watch out. I think I'm going to go buy a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper blackberry cream. Blackberry, whatever. Zero. That should curb my appetite in the middle of the night. That stuff is so good. And if I'm really desperate, I can throw some whipped cream in it. Stir it up and make it afloat. Well, what kind of fun do you like to have? Do tell. No, not you. Hi, Amy. Good morning. What kind of fun? Oh, ooh. Okay, that's my type of troll. Oh, and I canceled my date just because I know I'm not going to have time on Sunday. Didn't want to stress myself out. But this man is so nice. He offered to help me move. And I do know him. I just might have to take him up on it. Yeah, they bumped my metformin down. Why do you ask? Is it bad with steroids? Yeah, it probably is. It's probably going to fuck up my sugars. Fudge. But I'm only doing a 5-day course of steroids. The best part of waking up is Folgers and seriously. Actually, Huckleberry, it's funny that you should say that. I didn't have a coffee maker for a while that I could do like the K-cups in. And I had an espresso machine, but sometimes you don't have time for all that. And I went to the store and I found those Folger like coffee tea bags. Those are not bad. And I could carry them around in my caddy, my work bag and everything. And just all you need is hot water. Oh, that I ate them. Ooh. Right? Exactly. So I'm going to get some sugar-free options to eat them along. I'm going to have to give these cookies away. So they're not even good. I was just desperate for sugar and I've packed everything in my apartment. Steroids are so much fun. No more gifts. No more. I actually don't want gifts. But do you want me to be your friend? Let me see you. I'll be your friend. I'll follow you back. But no gifts. I truly don't mind gifts. I like for you to tap just to get it out there or share the live to people. But I live in fear that my oh, that better have. I don't know if I just hit that. Nope, didn't. I live in fear that hey Roser, long time no see. How are you? Good morning. The fear that this whole app could go away or that my account could go away and then it's a waste of money. And I'm not here for the money, believe it or not. Maybe someday, who knows? Maybe if I can't work in the near future. It's so early. It's actually not too early. Well, it's only 6:45 here. I would be leaving for the farm by now. I'm not going to be working the farm for a while. 1, until my neck feels better. 2, while I'm moving. And it's going to be further away from me. So I'm only going to be at the farm maybe once a month. Would you say, Ed? But I have to make changes with my move. But I normally get up at like 4:20, 4:30, which I know everybody laughs about the 4:20, but my body just gets up. I've not been feeling well with my neck, and so I slept in today. I don't have to be at my cleaning. I actually don't have to be there at all, but I'm going to do it until 9 or 9:30 because she's working from home. So she asked me to come a little later. The house that I'm going to be cleaning today does not take me long. It's actually a very organized, very clean house. I come in and pick up where she leaves off, so things that she doesn't want to do or can't do, like big wipe downs of cabinets, counters, sinks, stove, refrigerator, floors. That's the big one. And bathrooms, which her bathrooms are very neat and tidy. So she's a really easy client. And she's so she's just a once a monther. And she doesn't have to be on my schedule at a certain time, certain day. She's so sweet. I've been working with her for quite a while. She's one of my first ones. So I just pick up where she leaves off. I want my house to be like hers. Nice and tidy. Everything's put away all the time. And she has a child, so how does she do it? I think I just lose it when I get home lately. Hopefully with my move and getting rid of with majority of my stuff, it'll be easier. How are you doing, Roser? I miss hearing your voice and your accent. You have a little bit of an accent. I used to listen to your live all day long when I would work. I don't miss Debbie, the pet lady, for sure. You're doing so good. Oh, good. Yeah, you're so kind. You're so funny, too. You're entertaining. I listened to a spiritual live this morning before I went live. And she's a really good one to watch in the morning. She's really uplifting. Subway Surfers. What's up? I love your profile pic. I think it's so cute. Anything new? What is today? Thursday? Oh, yeah. Tomorrow I move. I think I feel better. I mean, when I first woke up, I slept great, first of all. They gave me all the pointers, slept sitting up. I only woke up for like an hour or two. I don't think it was 2 hours. And then went right back to sleep, and I slept in for quite a while. But as soon as I got up to pee this morning, do your daily pee, the pain was tremendous in my hand, down my arm, and I started to cry like a big baby, and I was like, no, something's gotta work. And once I got up, I was okay. Got moving, so I think it's feeling better. So pray today. This is the big day that with the big high dose of steroids, because they gave me steroids IV too. I was like, no, because they forewarned me they don't know until the neck gets relieved. But I am seeing the surgeon today to get on her books for an injection next week. And I'm getting PT today and a couple items to help me. One is a neck stretcher type device. I've got one other little device. And then a TINS unit. So pray. Because I've got to move this weekend. Pray. I feel like parts of my shoulder and neck are feeling better for sure. We'll see. Time will tell. It's kind of good that I did go to the ER because I got the MRI and I got doctors noticing, gave a big clear picture of what's going on. And then I could just make payments on it. It really sucks in this day and age that I don't have health insurance. And now that this will be on my record, they won't cover it for a year. So we'll see. Gonna keep trying though. Just gotta keep trying. This country has to pick, but this hospital in particular is reducing bills up to 80. My bill will probably be reduced by 80% if I can pay cash. So we'll see. So maybe I should accept gifts. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No. There's got to be other ways for me to make money. Just gonna take it day by day. Like the drinking, but I did not drink. So this is day 8. Yes, day 8. 8. 8. Oh my God. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to be honest. Yesterday, I totally had a plan to drink. I had everything in my head, and I was like, then I'll get on live and nobody will notice. I'll just drink a little bit. I literally said this to myself. As I was driving home, I was in so much pain. I was just discouraged, and I was like, I have to drink. There's no other way to get through this pain. And it wasn't necessarily just physical pain. And I called my sponsor, immediately saw me, met me. She's like, pull over. Where are you? I'll meet you in 10 minutes. And she met me in 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes, met me where I was at, which is another saying that I think is funny. And we talked it out for maybe 20 minutes. I felt much better, went home, decided to just pack, keep myself busy. I was glad that I spoke what I was feeling because it was shocking to me that I wanted to drink and wanted to deceive everybody. Don't want to get emotional. Because I didn't think I'd have that kind of a pull, alcohol that would have that kind of a pull right now while I'm in the middle of packing, moving, and all the other things. But those are the times where the devil will get you. And it doesn't matter. So you better speak it and work it out. So I did. I worked it out. And I actually told this to somebody. I told Shannon last night that I had those thoughts and everything. Read the room. Read the room. So yeah, I'm glad that I didn't drink. Oh, I worked I know I had long-term sobriety before, but you do forget when you've been out on the drinking again. Work the tape, play it forward, what's going to happen. And so that's all my sponsor did was like play that tape forward, tell me what's going to happen when you get on live and you think that everybody doesn't know you're drinking. And what's your thought process that you would even get on live when you're drinking. And I'll tell you honestly, it's because I feel like I'm bored. I gotta have a reason to be not bored. So that was my big one. I'm bored. So boredom is a trigger. No problem. As soon as I got on live last night, the drama was starting. And I was like, oh, this is juicy. I don't even know what it's about. But no, that's not my kind of bored anymore. I can't be bored with drama and be seeking drama. It's one thing to like talk about it. It's another thing to be involved in it. I just said that out loud. Ding. Check mark. Thank you, Savage. But yeah. So I'm glad I didn't drink. One more day. I just got to get through today. That's a hard concept for me too. I feel like I'm I need to be an overachiever on everything. And no, I don't. I just need to achieve today. Today. It's very hard for me to stay focused on today. Stop worrying about the future. Yeah, I do. I sort of like to watch the drama. Last night was a bit much for me. I'm glad I fell asleep and it was just on. And then I woke up and heard some other sides and I was like, woof, we're going too far. Like some of this, if you're such good friends and you're so worried, take it offline and deal with it offline. I'm to that point now, like some of it is okay to talk about. Cute and fun, but some of it is like, oof. Do we really need to know? Especially if you're close and you're friends. We've all got to get to a better spot on this drama talk side. And I'll say it again, can we get some resolution lives? No, that wouldn't make them money. Well, she needs to be exposed, but to an extent, if you know what I mean. I think it's already been said. Like, we can't keep pushing someone so far knowing that she's in the middle of a mental health crisis. That can't last for 4 and 5 fucking hours. And the things that are said to each other, trying to expose her, is just harsh. Oh, they were comparing lies? Yeah, see, I didn't hear all of it. I just know what I woke up to listening to, and some of it was like, yeah. It's odd. It's an odd thing to lie about if you are lying, but I don't know if she's lying. Oh, she did admit that? No, I did not know. So why would the cop say I can't say there is or is not a child involved? Can't even confirm. That's weird. Let me just say it this way. There are certain people on this app that I think over dramatize certain things and lies come out. She was not mad because I popped off on her for talking about my kids. Oh, she did not. Oh, she has. It's a shame. I hope she gets the help that she needs. Clearly, she needs help. Well, I'm sorry that she talked about your children. Yeah, children are off subject, including hers. But yeah, I certainly hope she gets the help she needs. Clearly, there's some oddities that happen in this app. You fell asleep before that? Oh, so you heard it too, Roser? Damn. Well, I heard part of it when I woke up at like 1 or 2 to take my medicine again. I just heard like Smashly, but again, I heard Bougie's voice and I was like, what is she doing in this? But again, we all know each other, so I shouldn't really judge Bougie either. I mean, we all kind of know each other. I can't believe Roser knows that portion of my... But yeah, that's funny. See, we all know each other, so see? Educate me, please. It's just wild. I read a post today about somebody that I really cared for. And I still care for her. But I was disappointed to see what she was doing. You like to listen to? Or don't we all? Don't we all? And we all form opinions, and we should be somewhat educated. I agree. We should be educated about each other. But I hope it doesn't continue on for like 4 and 5 weeks, and we kind of get her the help that she needs. We need to have like a patrol of people that all they do is call you out on your shit, talk to you off, the app, and get you some help. Can we get like the psych patrol going? The grippy sock patrol? Maybe I'll do that. Some of them, I like people where they're at. Do you know what I mean? I'm not always behaving. I say stupid shit too, so I can't be judging. But I'm stretching my arm. I just need to meet people where they're at. That's my goal this year. If you're crazy, I'm with you. If you're lying, you're right. We should probably deal with it. I hate lies. Lies are the worst. Let me deal with the truth. The truth is hard enough. Sometimes, If y'all knew my full truth, you'd be like, girl, take care of that. I'm trying to get truthful. I'm not going to share like my financials and all that with everybody. That would be stupid. So, but yeah, my truth is dealing with this alcohol and depression and everything and anxiety, which I never thought I'd have anxiety at 54. But yeah, my truth is dealing with this alcohol and depression and everything and anxiety, which I never thought I'd have anxiety at 54. I got the dealing with this alcohol and depression and everything. I got the depression. I've always who gets like anxiety at 54? Shouldn't we have figured life out by now? I don't get the same anxiety that some people get. I get anxiety about, personal. It's a little personal, but like I never thought I'd have a fear of going in public. I'll go in public, but I avoid a lot now that I would never do in the past. And I think that's not just me. I think that's what's happening in our world right now, safety-wise. So that's created a whole new... Like, I used to go to Mass all the time, and I live in fear of going to a church now. Certain supermarkets or stores. So, like, when did that happen to me? Didn't think I had anxiety about it, but I definitely do. Like, I'll get dressed, I'll get makeup on, brush my hair, go out to the store, like I'm going to go shopping for the day. And I literally will drive right past that shopping plaza. I'm like, nah, I'll do it maybe another day. Because I just don't feel safe. It's weird. It's weird. We shouldn't feel unsafe in our world. In our normal day-to-day needing to live life. I did find a new store though yesterday. Speaking of stores. It's kind of set off the path. I have a couple clients that are really healthy. And they drink these anti-inflammatory shots that have like, first of all, ton of ginger in them. I was like, ooh, am I going to be able to drink this with my GERD? Because, you know, we get older and we get GERD. Let me tell you, I drank that. First of all, it was a $6 shot. So I'm going to have to like get a juicer or something and make them on my own because that's expensive. Because it's this little tiny bottle of juice. I drank that because I'm so desperate to get rid of the inflammation in my body. And they had a calming one. I'm like, can I drink both? I didn't. But yeah, it's a cute store. It's really cute. I think I could hang out there, drink a good tea, drink a good shot, and chill. Kind of excited. It's out where I'm going to be moving. So good. But I drank the shot. It was warm. But I survived it and I felt okay. So I need to... Has anybody bought those like nut milk makers that can do juicing as well? You see them on this app all the time. Sorry, I'm using the ice pack. If you guys hear the sound, sorry. Anybody? Hey, Napa Valley gal. Good morning, good morning. Oh, I like your picture. Hang on. Yellow is your color for sure. I noticed your yellow right away. Is that a field of... I can't see it. It's beautiful though. Anybody use those nut maker devices that can juice? I want to know how good they are. Because juicers are so big. And you have all this pulp left over that you have to deal with. And I don't know, just for me. And I've seen the nut makers, you can put like chunks with its skin on and everything of like pineapple, ginger, and it pulverizes it. You still probably have to run it through a strainer, but I'm interested. And I like the fact that I could just keep raw nuts in my cabinet and make almond milk whenever I want it. I just buy almond or oat milk. Yes, right? All right, and that's what I do because it's just me. But it would be nice to just throw like a half a cup of almonds in the nut maker and make almond milk or oat milk whenever I want. The big one is making those inflammation shots because it's ginger, turmeric. I don't know. I threw the bottle away, but I'm sure I can look up a recipe. Cut meat and dairy out of your diet. You're the third person to tell me that in 2 days. So I do not crave meat. I have not craved it in probably 9 months. I don't, like, chicken's giving me the ick. A steak, I can't consume it. I just can't eat it. So I had inflammation from alcohol. I'm 8 days sober right now. So that'll help. But dairy, I'm a big... I have an autoinflammatory disease, but I should be able to control it through somewhat diet and stop drinking and all that. Love meat steak. I used to love steaks. That was my jam. But I can't consume it. It's just like I'm like 3 bites in and I'm like, ugh. First of all, I don't chew. So there's that. But I love fish. Give me some fish. So I'm craving it. So I'm going to go with my body and just avoid. Now, and I do love ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken I'll eat. But all meat or just red meat? There are dairy-free options. So many of them in the store. There's, but I love me some cottage cheese and some yogurt. But it's not the good yogurt. I used to love the good yogurt. Oh, I don't know. Nikki, I wish I did. I don't. If you want a box, let me know. I don't know who Nikki is. I kind of recognize your face, but not really. Red meat is bad. Okay. Because I was all, I was on a solid protein diet for a long time. What about eggs? Can I eat eggs and tuna? Tuna's not meat. Seafood. And no, eggs are not dairy. They're just in the dairy section. Savage, can I eat eggs? Because I do like hard-boiled eggs or eggs in general. They're not dairy, but are they meat? Kind of. Does that make sense? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Sorry. So maybe lean proteins, except eggs aren't really lean. And I'm doing intermittent fasting. It's just an egg. No, it's just an egg. Okay. So I'll keep the eggs and the fish in my diet. And the ground, like I said, I'll probably do like ground turkey or ground chicken. Egg whites. Okay, I bought egg whites yesterday. I did buy egg whites. So I tend to use those in conjunction with eggs. Now I need to fix my diet. So as a pre-diabetic, which is type 2, I'm not going to lie. If you're pre-diabetic, you're type 2 most likely. Plant-based eggs are so expensive. Yeah, they are. But some of those vegetarian or vegan options have a lot of carbs in them. So I have to be careful with that too. And I cannot, for the life of me, find a protein powder that doesn't upset my stomach and bloat me. Any suggestions? Any? I don't care how expensive they are. I just need to find one. Because that would be nice to be able to like just drink my protein once a day or just hit my protein marker without having to eat actual protein. Well, there's a lot of protein in plant-based too. I shouldn't say that. Beans. Oh, I am doing the beans. A can of beans a day. Doing it. So far, so good. No air, if you know what I mean. No wind. You don't do the powders either? Yeah. And my clients that they do natural greens. But they're also in their, early 20s, early 30s. Not 54 and a female, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, So. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, sorry. A raw diet. Now, I think I could probably get into that. I probably could do it. I might try it. I think stopping drinking alone is going to help. Let's hope. It did years back. But like I said, they dropped my metformin in half. And I haven't taken it for very long. So just dropping the 16 pounds, I have not weighed myself today. And I'm not going to weigh myself daily anymore. I think I'm just going to go with every few days. And then I'll go to once a week once I've dropped a certain amount of weight. Because looking at that scale go up and down from just water weight is ridiculous. That'll psych me out. Yeah, I'll look into a raw diet. That's not a bad idea. I mean, if I'm going to make a change, might as well. But so the biggest way that I've lost weight recently was doing the intermittent fasting. Well, if I'm going to, I got to give this next 5 days. I got to give myself a break. Then I've got a headache from that steroid. Or something. I don't know. Just hit me. But yesterday I passed out. That's why I ended up in the ER. I passed out. The pain was so bad. I was scrubbing a tub for too long. And the pain got so bad, I literally kind of collapsed. And my client was like, I was out for a good 3 seconds. I was like, yeah, the pain, it just got to a point. And I don't get it. It comes out of nowhere. So hopefully I'm on the road to recovery, though. Because sitting here this morning, I can clearly see that things are feeling better. I got to be positive. And it's in my rosary. Where's my rosary? I got to put her away. Oh, no. She's right here. That damn hand. And again, my pain did not start in my neck, but it is my neck and my shoulder. I did tear a muscle in my shoulder, guys, and it will heal. It will heal because the shoulder is sort of feeling better. And I can't dig at it with my hook like I was doing. I was making it worse. They were like, you gotta get off of it. You can work around it, but get off that muscle that you tore. I was like, oh, maybe that's why it was feeling bad. I was compressing into it. And it needs to just heal. Heat nice, heat nice. And somebody told me to do heat the other day. And I was like, no, I have an inflammatory process. Heat's not going to help me. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I'm going to admit it. Putting that heat on for 2 days, the past 2 days has helped. Heat and ice, heat and ice. I was like, duh. I'm so stubborn. I don't want to listen to everybody. I think I know it all. Even as a massage therapist, I know nothing. Know nothing. I haven't done it in quite a while. So, and when you're the patient, it's not good. Don't Google it. I used to tell my patients, stop Googling. And my clients, don't Google it. You'll get all these recommendations. Just listen to me. It's been years since I practiced. So, and I worked in hospice on dying patients a lot. I was a shoulder expert, which is so silly. Meaning I could work on somebody's shoulder. The doctors would tell me what to do, what the injury was. And that's after a lot of diagnostics. So, And people in hospice really just like getting the fluff and puff, kind of. Hospice is a different animal when you're working on people because it was a lot of respite care too. They would bring their family in for respite care, and laying in those beds and just being ill really does take a toll on your body. So they would see me coming. We wore red shirts and black scrubs a lot just to be different. And they would see us coming and they were like, can you get me? Can you get me? Because they're sore. And I don't care who you are, including me. They love their feet and legs rubbed. But you can't rub their legs in hospice care. If you know, you know. And we worked a lot on staff. And now I get it. A lot of nurses and stuff, from looking down so much, their necks and shoulders would be so tight. And I'm like, And the lifting. So, and I had a lot of golfers. This is weird. Now I remember. I did work on like 4 or 5 golfers every season, like spring and summer, because they're constant twisting. They're rotatories, and they're psoas and all that. Yeah. They were pretty funny. They were great tippers. That's the only reason I did it. And I could get into the clubs and work on the clients before they would go out and when they would come back in from tournaments. And then I could spend the whole day at a nice golf club that had a pool. That was so fun back in the day. It was kind of fun watching them come back in at the end of the day and see who won, how people did. Smart move, I know, right? Now, when I was in school, in Ohio, you have to do a certain amount of massages. I want to say we had to do 1,000. I can't remember. It's been so many years since I've been a massage therapist. I volunteered at the firehouse. This was when I was young. And we would volunteer with like 2 or 3 massage therapists at a time. We'd set up our tables and they would come up and shirts off, lay down. I was like, oh, hello. But they were tough to work on because I was tiny. I could drop an elbow like nobody's business. And then I went on to learn Asiashu. I can't say it with my retainer in this morning. Asiat. Anyways, the one where you walk on their backs and you would stand and hold your support beams. I was really tiny and I had great feet back then. People loved that. And that was fun to do. And again, that's probably what kept my back and neck healthy. Myself, hanging from those support beams. I had a beautiful table in my office. It was a wooden table that you climbed up the steps and there were so many things I could do with that table. But the table that I used the most was on the floor. It inches off the ground because it could hold the most weight. And then I could walk on them or just really drop an elbow. Again, my elbows were knobby, but they had a lot of power. So you didn't blow your thumbs out. Lots of shoulder work. Why'd you stop doing it? So I broke my forearm. I don't know if you can see that scar. I got one on the top of my forearm. A volar plate with 13 screws. So lots of metal. It was not until I hurt my, had my both wrists. I fell down a flight of stairs. We're going to say that. Which I did. For one of them. And so I can't supinate and pronate. And once I'm into this position, I didn't have, like I have a tremor. I don't have the power to get up underneath clients anymore and apply pressure. It just didn't, I didn't have it in me anymore. It's not a career that if you think you're going to be able to do it for a very long time, you could change who you work on, the type of clients and stuff like that. But it wasn't a good source of income to rely on. Now, the funny thing is I went into cleaning houses when I was healing. For some reason, I could clean a house, which probably keeps my wrists going because they're partially fused. Don't ask. And a TFCC repair on that one. But it's not like the cruise ship. You can go work on a cruise ship and make a ton of money. Nope. No. And it's not something that everybody, like, when's the last time I'll ask this question. If you had received a massage in the past 6 months, put a yes or a hands up in the chat. Right, you have to learn to work. I had a lot of tools that were handmade for me, wooden tools, because you blow out your thumbs and your fingers pretty quickly in the career. So you have to adapt and learn body mechanics. So I took a lot of body mechanics. I actually taught for a while. Yep. I mean, you do. And so I had, back in the day, I had a father-in-law that was a good, and friends and clients that had woodworking skills. So they would make adaptable devices for me to work on a client without blowing out my thumbs. And now, you've got these hooks. You can purchase a lot of those devices that I used back in the day off of Amazon to work on somebody. You just have to know what you're doing so that you don't hurt them. And now people in Ohio, they can get I know there's a beautification or something outside of an LMT license that people get, and they can fully work on people. So I spent a ton of time, energy, and money in an advanced program that people can get quicker than I could and still make the same amount of money in a salon or a spa. This hook, hang on, Mr. Smart. No. So this hook there's different places. Like I stick my foot down in this area to kind of get pressure. I'm kind of tiny, so this hook goes on my shoulder. It can wrap. Now, the only thing is it likes to wrap around my boob. But you can adapt pressure by pulling up, down. You can get it sideways. You can work on that knot in your back. If it's too small in that area, you can then reach with this hook. And again, you're just kind of lifting up. And you can go up and down the back. But you can get some, if you've got knots on a regular basis, I highly recommend it. The large portion of the hook with those two knobs is where you would place it right underneath the occiput. I don't know if I can show you. You can place it underneath the occiput and work it. Again, pulling on this portion, and you can apply your own pressure. It is cool. You get them right off of Amazon. They come in different colors. They're great. And there's different forms of the hook, depending on your needs. The other way that I can use it is I can wrap it kind of around my body. I don't know if you can see me. I've got it wrapped on my lower back with the hook in my, there's two places with the hooks right now on my lower back. One is sitting here and the deep ball is here. And you can work that side to side and around your back and kind of in an up and down motion too. And then you've got this short hook. What was the short hook? I think that's to get into your neck as well. Yeah, neck. And it's great to, if you get neck pain and that you get massages on a regular basis, That's a great hook to have, especially if you've gotten a massage recently, because a lot of times getting a deep tissue massage, you're opening up Pandora's box. We're getting deep and we're waking up muscles, deep lying. And then you get your massage, you feel great for like a day. Sometimes. Most people don't feel great right away. In fact, you can get a condition called secondary fatigue just because we're getting so many toxins out. So remember, always drink water after your massage, a lot. But then you realize 2 or 3 days later, you're like, oh my God, I have a new knot. It's because we were like, hi, how you doing? You want to come out and play? That hook's nice to have to kind of get back in there until you can get back into your massage therapist. I need to get one of those. You do. There's different ones too where you can lay down and it's a mechanical one that plugs in. That's a nice one. And you can use that on your lower back as well. Now, don't laugh. Lower back, because I have had a history of lower back herniation and bulging. I went to PT, so I know what I'm looking for with my pain. But here, I'll show you. Let me go grab it really quick. What I use. You'll die laughing. It's right here. And she's lopsided because I use her so much. Hang on. Ooh, I lifted myself up with my arm and it didn't hurt. A dryer ball. She's a little lopsided because I stick her either under my shoulder, but I get down on the floor. But I like them for my lower back, and I'll like bend my knees and rotate my knee in and out so that my lower back is up on that ball. I'll lift it back up onto the spot, and you can kind of like move around on the floor. But I don't dry my clothes necessarily with them. And that's the other part. You can stick it in the dryer for a while. Put eucalyptus or whatever you want on the ball. Make sure or lavender, doesn't matter. Put it in the dryer, put that eucalyptus and do it with, exposed skin and really use a heated ball to get at your knot. Ugh. Well, she has to be careful with what massages she gets, doesn't she? Did it work? Because I eventually will have to have something done with my neck. And hopefully that's a long ways away. Hopefully. I'm hoping the injection works. The problem is I have a fairly decent looking bone spur. That's probably giving me all the aggravation that I have right now in my hand. She doesn't have much back pain. God, I would love that. But again, no insurance, so things have to be planned out. It's twisting now. I believe it. I'm so sorry. I'll pray for her. I'm so sorry. What age will the 4-year-old have to have the surgery, do you know? Yeah. And they'll learn self-care through their PT post-operatively. But yeah, there's devices out there now that you can order online. If you know what you're doing, you know what your therapist worked on, and you can ask them for suggestions on how to work on things, and they'll share with you. But sometimes you have to be careful when you've got wrapped cages around your infusions around your spine and neck. Within the neck. Oh, no. Oh, Emmy, I'm so sorry. I will be saying a rosary for you. See, it puts it in perspective. My pain is not that bad. So is he going to have the threads done first, or is he going to wrap it? It's just, I don't know what kind of, you don't have to say, but I've seen where they've got like scoliosis and they use the threads with the rib cage to pull it. That's newer. And not all surgeons like it. Does he have to have like the metal put in? Making me sit up straight. Yeah, I'll pray for you, Emmy. You know that famous saying, if it was your child, which one would you choose? And that's exactly what I would ask that surgeon. And anybody else that does that or has had it, which one would you choose? The 2 magnetic rods, yep. But if it gives him pain relief, at a young age and stops the the progressiveness of it, it's going to make me do this daggone puzzle. I did it. If it stops the progression and it gives him pain relief, I mean, I feel for you, but I also am glad that you were able to have options. You have a rod. It does work. Okay, Roser. Oh, I don't know what they do for now. I think they wrap it in place. Like, I think there's different layers of what they do. But mine are stacking. I definitely degenerate disc and arthritis in my neck that I was unaware was that bad, because I truly have not. And I said this the other day, and it's almost like God went, hold on, you dumb. You think you're in control. I said I haven't had a lot of neck pain in quite a while. Yeah. So stressful, especially with a baby. Yeah. That's very true, Amanda. But that little boy's going to grow up very resilient. But that is trauma. I get it. Medical trauma is different, especially when they're young. But it sounds like he's got somebody in his corner and a very good advocate. So advocate for that pain control. You're welcome. I'll pray too. I don't mind doing a rosary for you. Lately, I've been praying a lot. Doesn't hurt. Emmy, message me. I'm going to send you a rosary. I don't know if you're Catholic or Christian or whatever, but I don't mind sending you a rosary. Maybe for the day of surgery. Something to do. Even if you don't know how to pray one, just hold it. Yeah. There is a creator on this app right now that has a daughter that was diagnosed with epilepsy and cerebral palsy. And she's raised like $80,000 for stem cell treatment, thought it was working, and they have seen improvement. But she now thinks the doctors have misdiagnosed the epilepsy, and the insurance will not provide the testing to see if, because she thinks the child's been over medicated. Insurance won't pay for the retesting, because they disagree with her. And so she has to come up with like another 10 grand. She'll make that money. She gets the money. She's very well liked and she's very upfront and honest. But pray for her too, and the little girl seems to be doing really well with the stem cell. But if the diagnosis isn't correct, I don't know. What an awful feeling. I wish I knew her name. Maybe she's on my other account. Let me see. Let me turn down my volume. Oh, yeah. I feel like my arm's feeling better, for sure. Okay. Can't spell. Nope. Let me see. You guys should see how I search things. Good morning, Mama Red. It is quite funny. You should see how people are in my phone. Like I said this before. My neighbor that I didn't know her name for almost a year. But she was the bus stop lady. But I didn't want to call her the bus stop because we had two separate bus stops. And I was like, neighbor with Boulder in yard bus stop. Or if I meet a man. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do those. Never mind. Let me just move on with that one.
Has officially been 1 week since I...
Yep, I found her. So if you guys want to know who that is and want to learn more about her story, her profile is Alexia. Can you guys see that? Is it backwards? It's backwards. So it's a Alexa with a heart, but it's at adventures.of.mommy. Please look her up if you can help out with, she does have a GoFundMe, I think. There's link trees in there, or, that kind of thing. You'll see the stem cell journey and what they're doing now. for 29. Amanda, you get it. It is Adventures, ADVENTURES, .of.mommy, all lowercase. And her name is Alexa, or that her daughter's name is, I can't remember, with a heart. And it's a picture of her holding her daughter, and she's kind of like near the water upside down. I know it's backwards, but there you go. Oh, I switched to her actual. So how I found her in the search bar, I just put stem cell therapy, and she was, let me see how she came up. She was so if you're looking at the videos, the top one, she was 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll see her. And it's actually a picture of her child and her, oh no, it's the magic of stem cells. So maybe she was 5. So right around there. Found her and followed. Good. Yeah, great story. Go back and look a little bit, but they've had to like change. Good morning, Shannon. They've had to change everything to get this testing to see if the child's being over medicated with the epilepsy. But she's came a long way, and they have to pay for a lot of this out of pocket. I can't imagine. It's a good one to follow. And she keeps everybody pretty well up to date. She has to travel alone with her, but she's such a good mama. Good morning, everybody coming in. Good morning, Shannon. Yeah, exactly. I've seen a lot, and I know a lot of people that have been getting like I think it's stem cell in their knees. Hello. And they say it works. The things that doctors can do is mind-blowing, but if you've got insurance companies and doctors that don't agree with you as their advocate, the patient's advocate, the parent, and they're worried about their daughter being overly medicated, and I'm sure they realize that through unconventional, like maybe a misdose. I don't know. I have no idea. And they won't pay for testing to retest. How frustrating. Clearly, there's a big change in her. Clearly. And the mama's paying for everything else. It's terrible. We need a better healthcare system. But who has a great one? Nobody right now, if you ask me. I don't necessarily think it should be free. I think it should be somewhat affordable. But change is not, I don't foresee it happening quickly. I see that your medical debt can't be put on your credit report, but if they go after you in a court of law, or they already have, and that's sitting in judgment, I could go on. And the funny thing is, when I went for my apartment, the guy, and he is a doctor, he says, "You've got a lot of medical debt." Really? That's a lot? You have no idea. I paid for a kid that had, never mind, I can't talk about it. And he had insurance. Yeah. Children's is pretty good with working with you. Here in Cincinnati, at least. But not everything is covered. That's my biggest fear as I get older, is not having medical insurance and being a burden to people. But that's not going to happen, because I'm going to win that lottery. Just kidding. I don't want to go to work today. I probably should end my live and get ready for work. I'm so sorry that I have to cut it off. But I hope everybody had a good morning. Thanks for sitting with me this morning. Hope you have a great Thursday. It's Thursday? What's today? I've lost my days. Thursday. Thank you. Yeah, because tomorrow I move. And Saturday. So much to do. We were with Thursday. Thank you, Amanda. I thought so. You guys have a great day. A blessed day. And make the best next decision. Bye. Thursday. Thank you, Amanda. I thought so. You guys have a great day. a blessed day and make the best next decision. Bye.